Hi, it's Charlie giving you Friday's live trading video. Hope you're very well. It is, what, 20 to 8 at the moment. There's nothing on at the moment, so I'll just press pause and we'll come back to this in a bit. Right. Okay, just back, and it's 10 to 9 now, so I've been chatting with the guys in the room all this time. And the market's been well, I don't know, it's been a game of two halves. If I take this, oh, I see, right. If I take this back, you look at cable was coming down earlier on, and you think, oh, okay, maybe cable's going to break for new lows, and it broke yesterday's lows, only to then completely turn around, and then bit by bit it's crept up, and then it's gone bosh. So we were just a few minutes ago getting close to, or I was getting close to looking for a long. But now it's done. It's gone too far, all in one hit, so to speak. It's hit a load of resistance. I was looking to trade it and up to that resistance. The resistance was at 141.17 area. So we were getting ready for it down here, and when we were in the low 141s, I needed to wait for my 15-minute candle to lock in, but then it did it all in the end of that 15-minute candle. So we're still sat here. I'm still sat here anyway. Waiting for trades. Now the thing is with cable is it's hit a load of resistance now. So if I go out to the 4-hour chart, it's hit the daily R1 and it's hit the 4-hour 21 moving average. So that blue line there. So I can't actually justify now, even though it's having this nice price action at the moment, I can't justify quite buying into this, because I know we're up against key resistance and that it could just stall out. So as nice as the price action is at this moment, we're against resistance, and I can't justify that. So we've got news coming out on cable at 9:30. But I'm sitting here just sitting on my hands for now. So I'll press pause. Sometimes we were talking about this in the room. Sometimes cash there's nothing wrong with being in cash. Cash is a position. And you can't do anything about it. I can't always, sometimes I'm always trying to push to get a trade on our Friday morning videos, but sometimes you have to just sort of sit back and say, oh, no, okay, we can't get anything here. But cable we were close on just a few minutes ago, but it's not quite worked out that way. So we'll carry on watching here this morning, and we'll see if we can find something at some point. I shall press pause for now. Okay, just back, and I've noticed that dollar CAD has got a bit of a divergence in place at the moment on the 5-minute chart. It's got some divergences, in fact, on some of its higher time frames as well. So overall, the price action is a bit risky, but I'm going to go long here at 83, just with one lot. I'm just going long with one lot, because overall the dollar CAD has been coming down. It's hit some support of its like hourly 200 moving average, but I've just noticed it's just done a double bottom down here on the 5-minute chart. It's come back into the bands. Now I'm just going to pop a stop below this low, so I'll be out very quickly if I'm wrong on this, so I better get the stop in place. But I just noticed that it's, for the risk involved, I'm just going to put a one lot stop, one lot trade in. What I've been looking at is the daily chart really on dollar CAD, and that's what has been taking my interest. And bear with me, let's just get my stop in place first of all. 130. I think it was 70. 130.70. So let's just check the prices off screen. Yeah, 130.70. So I've gone long at 83. Let's bring up the deal ticket. And I'm only putting this one unit in currently. And what I will do though is, if it starts creeping its way up as we go through the day, there will be a time later on in the day where I can then start adding to it. But it's a trade which it's a one lot, 10 pip stop, or 12 pip, whatever it is, 13 pip stop, with just a tiny position. If it does start to meander its way up here today, then I'm just going to sit on it. It's one of those trades. I'm just seeing something based on the much bigger time frame that I will just sit on this trade into this afternoon. If it doesn't work out, then I'll just take a one lot loss, and that's it. I'll just bide my time. So I've been sitting here all morning with the guys. I'm talking about, specifically about not trading, because sometimes you just got to sit on your hands, and that's what effectively I'm doing here today. But I've just spotted these little divergences here on this dollar CAD as it come down to some support. I thought, okay, well, for a one lot risk, and all of a sudden it's only a 12 or 13 pip stop, I have to give this a little shot. And so if it doesn't work out, this is what I've been doing a lot of lately, just really massively downsizing these positions, so that if they don't work out, well, I don't really lose. So I've been stalking this dollar CAD based on the daily chart. So let's actually come out to the daily chart. I don't think it's really going to show much here on telecharts here. I can't really show you too much. No, telecharts doesn't really is not really doing it justice. But on my e-signal charts, it does look completely different, really. So what I'm looking at is that potential for on my e-signal charts, it's looking like it's trying to turn a lot more than it does here. So seeing that potential, got momentum coming into the upside on the daily charts. We've been having a pullback so far today, and so I've been looking for watching this price action to see if it's going to stop, and if we're going to then continue to run in the direction of the momentum that I'm seeing on the daily charts. And so I was hoping that we were just going to be up this morning on dollar CAD, and then I'd be able to trade it, but we haven't. We've come down a little bit, but as we've come down to support, and then I just spotted this divergence, and so hence why I thought, okay, well, it was a divergence on the 5-minute chart, but it was also there on some higher time frames as well. So I'll just sit on this. I don't need to do anything with it. I'm not micromanaging it. It's just the case of if it can work its way up, then it's got a long way to go. So I'm really not looking to do anything until it's well into the 131s. I'll just leave it as it is. If it rolls over, it doesn't really cost me much. It costs me next to nothing for the attempt. But if it works, then it could end up being, the best part of a 10-to-1 risk to reward. Or reward to risk, should I say. So we'll see. So I've just put it in, and I'll just come back to this later on. But other than that, I've not been able to do anything here this morning. The overall price action across a lot of these markets has not been conducive to me warranting me properly trading like it's been of late. And so the only thing I can do is identify low risk, high reward opportunities, which don't necessarily have the biggest of win rates, but when they do win, then they pay out big time. And so that's all I'm doing on this one. But it not even warrants having a larger stake on it. Only warrants still only having a small stake on. But if it does come up, like I'm saying, as we go through the day, we've got news out later on dollar CAD today. By this afternoon, I might be able to then build the position and add more positions in. But at the moment, it doesn't warrant that because it's been coming down, and so I'm just waiting to see if this thing is going to potentially do some sort of reversal today. So we shall see. I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back, and we've just been sitting on this dollar CAD. It had the nice run, had a nice run up, 20 odd pips. But like I said, I was really looking at this trade as a much bigger risk to reward type trade, rather than just so it worked off that divergence, and it's rolling back over at the moment. So my stop's down here at 73 now, so it is literally only 10 pips now. So we'll see how it gets on. If it obviously comes all the way down to there, then I'll get stopped out for a 10 pip stop out, which will be tiny. But I just wanted to sit on this and just see if it could have a big old run today or not. But we'll see. So it had a bit of a run. The divergence it played out, but I wanted to see if it could then hold up and then see if it can gradually work its way up today. But it was asking a lot, because there's if we go out to the hourly charts, it is below. It's been coming down on this retracement move since yesterday, so since yesterday's up move. So it's asking a lot to see if it was going to come and cut through all these moving averages. But it was such a good risk to reward opportunity that I couldn't pass up on that. So we'll see. It's my stop's at 73, so it's 6 pips away. We'll see what happens. I'll press pause. Okay, right, I've just come back. I have just been stopped out here. I'm going to keep an eye on that, because look what it's just done. It's just stopped me out, and it's just come flying back up. What's it done? Yeah, okay, £64 I've lost on that trade. So I'm going to keep my eye on that, because it has just sort of come down and flown back up. So sometimes they go and do that. It is literally a stop run, and look at that. So I'm going to keep my eye on this one. Oh, we've only got a few more minutes. I'm going to be going pretty much straight back into this trade by the looks of things. Shame that, but it looks like it may have been doing that for the sake of another £64. or whatever it might be, I will go in and put another trade in. So nothing's majorly changed other than the fact that it's just done that. So I will have to pay up a little bit. So we're about to close this bar, so I'm going to be going in here. So I'm just waiting for the bar to close. Okay, so right. Okay, so I'm back in again at 87. Now I've got to put the stop back down at the low, which is down at, I'm looking at it off screen, down at 70. So I trailed that stop up last time to 73. This time I've got to put the stop back down at 70. So it's a 17 pip stop now, but the risk reward is still really good on it. And the way that it's just come straight down and straight back up, I have to go in again. As I've used this quote a bit lately, as Paul Tudor Jones used to say, he would just, famous fund manager, sometimes he said, I'll take a trade and I might get stopped out several times, and I'd rather just get some small stop outs, and then if it does then work for me, if it then comes back and it sets up again, you can always go in again. Well, on this trade, nothing dramatically has changed. So I've still got divergences in the background on the higher time frames, so I have to take the trade again. So anyway, I'm back in there. I'll get my stop sorted out and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I've just been stopped again. Finally, I think I've been sat in this for about best part of 2 hours nearly. It's just been going sideways, so it's been one of those days. Markets aren't doing anything much at all, really. They're just in choppy ranges. So as it currently stands, what we're 11 minutes into this, we've got CAD news out later. I'm going to be watching it. That's out in 45 minutes, but it's not making it very easy for me to justify going in again. Still got some divergences there, I'm sure, but I'll have a look. But I'll only give it so much of an effort. But we'll see. I'll keep an eye on this and we'll see what happens after the news at 1:30. Oh, one thing I haven't mentioned is obviously how much did I lose, obviously. And that's the thing, by just keeping the sizes down, it's tight, it's, you know, it's still losing, but it's just small stuff. So lost £158 there on that one, on that today. So that's all I've done. So keeping it small, but you know, it's still a loser. But the thing is, if you can manage your risk and you can vary your position sizes accordingly to the types of trades that you're potentially taking, then you're not really putting yourself at too much risk. So anyway, for now, dollar CAD isn't doing what I was looking for it to potentially do. We'll see what happens later today. Okay, just back, and we've got this news employment data coming out here on the dollar CAD. It is still diverging on the 30-minute charts. I'm still going to watch it and just see what happens here. I don't know if we're going to get huge volatility or what we're going to get, but I'm still keeping an eye out just in case, see what's going on. Let's just watch this as the news comes. It looks like it's going to be volatility. The spreads have gone. Look at how big those spreads have gone. 25 pips. What the heck is going on as a spread? So spreads have gone bonkers. Look at that. So all over the place. Right. Okay. So the volatility is there for dollar CAD. So the divergence that I had spotted today has probably disappeared right now. And if dollar CAD was to go and do a big reversal now, it'd make it very, very difficult to do anything with. So it's not a trade for me. I don't think. Not as regards to. Actually, I'm going to have a quick look. It's really coming into play for a short. So I'm just going to have a look. It's coming into play as a potential short, but it's come straight down to yesterday's lows. So if I go out to the hourly chart, it's come straight down to these lows. So I think it's probably just the best thing to do sometimes is to just leave it alone. I'm gonna head off out and leave these markets alone today. So a bit of a boring video today, but then the markets have been a bit boring today, apart from this movement here on the dollar CAD that's just happened, but I've not been able to do anything with that. So a boring day today. Markets really haven't been up to too much. We can see that in their daily bars, small ranges for the majority, euro especially. I shall leave you to it. Back on Monday.